NPC. You couldn't find them. I literally ran around for like 45 minutes looking for one NPC, and I passed him like 18 times. But he never spawned for me, so I had no clue where he was. So, but no, like I've played every single class to some degree. The two classes that I didn't actually play, or with two exceptions, two classes I've not actually played are Archer and Cleric. Now, I made an Archer, I made a Cleric, I started their quest, and I went, okay, right. The Cleric quest requires you to get snake venom glands, and that can be a real bitch. It used to be anyway. It's not as big a deal anymore. I got a lot of them. I had like 6 of them at one. I started deleting them. And I got like 6 of them in like an hour. I just started deleting them because I ran out of room. And then Archer, I just had no interest in Archer. I was more interested in Ranger. So I got on. I was like, okay, this is what their starting quest is. That's what I thought it was. Okay, I know what the reward for that is. I can go onto the wiki and get the item for that and move on. And that was for research purposes. I literally played every other class, right? So I got most of the other classes up to at least level 2. And the ones that released it, except for Monk. Monk was one I didn't actually play as well. Because I tried to do the first class quest for Monk. Oh boy, is that painful. At level 1. It's not easy. So those, set a mushroom. Oh, I probably shouldn't have sold the mushroom. Oh, this is a new one. Garlic rat haunch. Didn't see that one. Spicy scallop stew. Alright, so apparently I'll bet. I'm gonna do something real quick. Something. We're gonna throw. We'll try something real quick. I just bake a potato. No. Okay, then they're being sold. It's worth a try. Like the cooked human meat, which I should not be. Okay. Kinda needed some food. Potatoes being sold. Go. Yeah. Alright, so do I have anything that needed to go to the garrison? Because I just went right past it without even going in there. It doesn't look like it. I don't think there's anything that I have that needs to go to the garrison. I didn't get any. We didn't kill any Ashira, so I don't have any Ashira bracers. And I don't have a Harvalen ret. You can kill Ashira. So, can do. Just come over here and sell my resin. Anyway, so yeah, rogues are able to solo, but then you have like, one of the rogues in my guild was like level 20, and he was like, yeah, so I killed like 3 to 4 enemies, and then I had to sit down for 45 minutes to heal up. So, and that's 45 real minutes. Like, that's not hyperbole. That is literal. So every single time you take 80 damage, it's 3 minutes to heal that. 3 minutes. And enemies at like level 20 hit for like 80 a pop. So every single hit you take is 3 minutes of downtime. It's brutal. Now, I'm assuming I don't have any actual confirmation of this, but I assume that here. I assume that the intention. Oh, actually, I don't really want to. How do I do that? Let me not do or however we're gonna put we're gonna put that in there. Okay, so I've got all this extra gear for a reason. I'm gonna get to that here in a minute. And in fact, because of all of this extra gear, we're gonna go to the leatherworker last. It's intentional. I want to do something real quick. I don't want to accidentally sell something I don't want to sell. So, but yeah. So as far as like, so I played of classes. So for classes I've actually played more than like just getting them to like level 2. Enchanter, fighter, which I didn't really care for the fighter. What will you main for live? That is up in the air, actually. I'm not certain. I've done enchanter, I've done fighter. I have played Spellblade. It is actually my highest class at 23. I have played Druid. That is my next highest at 11. I have played Bard. I got that one too. I'm not even sure what I got my Bard to. 8, 9, 10. That I'm at least 8. I know that. Oh, Druid is just so good. It's just really good. So Druid has one of the best kits out there. In fact, it is the single best class for gathering materials like herbs and ore and stuff. It has all of the good things that you need to gather things. So it is extremely useful in that regard. Okay, I sold all that because I need, wow, 13 silver, nice. I need money more than I need cloth. Alright, tattered rawhide belt. I'm going to sell that belt because I don't need it. But what I can do while I'm over here, we're at belts. I'm not sure what to do. It might be for a rat pelt. Necromancer starter quest. Okay. Mars list along with were rat pelt, corrupt heart, ghostly cloth, scrapped. Oh, okay, got it. Excuse me. Yeah, I had a group. I no longer apparently have that group. I guess they got a 5th person that isn't me. So that's fine. So if I am going to be on my own, I probably will start with a druid. So I have a plan that's going to be vastly different from other people's. Right? I'm going to take this were rat pelt and I'm going to sell this one. Okay? I'm going to keep the other one for a minute. Deal with that here in a second. See, the herbmonger is gone during the... She appears at some point. I don't know where she comes from. I don't know where she goes. I am fascinated in that herbmonger. I want to find out what her deal is. But that is not going to be during these public playtests. I will have to get on the alpha and check. Spoiler alert, I do have alpha access. I have barely played for like a level 7 range. I got alpha access at the end of January. And it has been so chaotic here because it's planting season. And I got a garden going. And also, this weekend is a big weekend for me. I have to fertilize all of my plants and plant the last 2 pots. So I've got a lot of stuff to do Sunday. Which is why I won't be playing all day Sunday, unfortunately. But it is what it is. So here we are. So I get Way of the Water now. Increasing your cold resistance and underwater air capacity. Celestial Vitality activates more frequently, so more heals, and grants you a chance to activate Empowered Celestial Vitality, which heals your group. Okay. And then Stone Stance at level 9. Physical damage received by 60% and 15, and no stuns for 15 seconds. That can help you run the fuck away. And then Way of the Wind, movement, excuse me, movement speed 10%, and you get a chance for a Wind Fury proc, so a second attack on melee. So there's a little bit of an incentive for stance dancing on monks. So if you start with Way of the Flame, and you get a proc, and you get your flame proc up on an enemy, right? And you can switch over to one of the other stances. Switch over to water stance if you're low on health, if you're like soloing or tanking, for example. Or maybe not if you're tanking, but if you're soloing for sure. Or like, or if you pulled aggro, you're low on health, whatever, you can do that. Probably not for aggro because you probably want the damage reduction more than anything. But if you're DPSing, right, you start with the flame, get your flame dot out, and then switch over to the wind one to get the bonus procs, and that's how that's how I'll do it anyway. Sure. Let me do Way of the Water. Just gonna put it down in here. Hopefully before sneak, not after sneak. Ah, fuck what happened. Oh. That is a... Anyway. So. Chahaya Tam. Okay. Interesting. Guess I'll just trade everything to her. She beams with pride. Wonderful trainee, you've managed to overcome your fears and focus your mind to the limit of its current capabilities. I don't know what just happened. Oh, I got my... I'm truly delighted to award you with the rank of 3rd degree monk. It's no small feat for a trainee to have such control. You should be proud of yourself. Now be on your way and keep training. Wonderful. I'm prepared for the trials ahead. Trials. I'm prepared. I am not prepared, apparently. Okay. Well, elixir of mental focus. Yeah, so, sorry. Back to your questions here. What will I main for live? It just depends if I have a group or not, and it depends on what that group needs. In all honesty, if I have a group, a set group that's willing to like roll with me for a little bit, it depends on what they need. Ideally, it would be a DPS for me. What do you think is the best duo? That is a tough one. There's a lot of really interesting duos. One interesting duo is actually Shadow Knight Necro, because they can actually heal each other, which is kind of interesting. That's a kind of an odd one. The best duo, though, is a tank and a healer. Yeah, just tank and healer, straight up. Would be the best. Pretty much any combination they're in. So like Shadow Knight or Fighter, and any healer, realistically speaking. What would go well with Paladin? Well, Paladin does a lot of healing and stuff, so not Cleric. So Druid or Shaman would go well with Paladin because Paladins have the same buffs as Cleric, just on a lesser, just they're behind the Cleric. So if it was Paladin Cleric, half of their kit would be useless, so that's not a good combo. But yeah, Paladin Druid or Paladin Shaman would work great. Another very interesting duo option for Paladin is actually Paladin Bard. Because Paladins have heals, and so do Bards. So, but they're like minor heals, like lesser healing kind of stuff. You could do some interesting Fighter Cleric. Yeah, that's what I rolled initially back in April. Fighter Cleric. Worked fairly well. That again. Alright, so I've got my 3rd degree belt now. 3 AC, 1 strength, 1 stamina, 1 agility, that's the new part, and 5 HP instead of 3. It was 2 AC, I think, 1 strength, 1 stam, 3 HP. It was, I don't know if it was 2 or 3 here. It might have been 3. 1, 1, 3. Now it's 3, 1, 1, 1, 3. So that's cool. We'll use this for a while, honestly. Probably at least until we can get hide stuff. Like, well, technically I could get it now. Technically I could get it now, because I could switch over to my main and do it. But yeah, so there's a lot of interesting. I actually made a whole thing. Let me duplicate this tab. And then go to... No. I want my drive. Hang on, I'm looking for it. Oh god, it's fucked up because of my Pathfinder sessions. It is... World map. 2 more. Pathfinder. Was it this one? Might have been that one. Yeah, I found it. So, answer your question. Hold on a second. Let it load. So, oh no, where is it? Oh, it's in here. Okay, found it. Whew. No. Oh, no, I got rid of it all. Oh, I did. Shit. Oh, no, there it is. Found it. Okay, whew. Okay, finally found it. There we go. Duos. S-tier duos are any tank and any healer. Or a healer with an elementalist, or a beastmaster because their pets can tank. Those are the that's it. Those are the best duos. Fighter Cleric works. It falls under that. Literally any tank and any healer. Now here's the thing. Right below that, and that does include like a ranger as well would count in that as well, by the way, because rangers can tank. So like a ranger, not druid though. So like ranger shaman or ranger cleric would work really well. Ranger cleric would work really well. So would ranger shaman. But not druid, because rangers get druid spells just behind the druids. Just like the paladin and cleric that I mentioned before. So like a paladin shaman works really well. Ranger has some healing, but it's basically out of combat healing to like reduce their downtime. So Beastmaster Druid sounds delicious. Yeah, that could work really well. Beastmaster gets shaman spells, I believe. To a lesser degree, and they have a pet, so that could work very well. Yes, I plan on doing videos. I will be doing videos. I'll release them closer to June. It'll probably be in like May. Where I will actually go over these exact questions that you're asking. And I will go through and so a lot of the issues that I found is like people ranking classes and stuff. Say hello to Tyson. My 140-pound guard dog. And Trixie, the little one. I call her little, but she's like 60 pounds. She's just tiny compared to him because he's fucking massive. And she's just a small dog for some reason. Like she's small for a shepherd. I'm not sure why she's so small, but she is small for a shepherd. She must have some kind of. It's like we know for a fact that the parents of her litter were German Shepherd and a boxer. So we know that she's at least a German Shepherd and a boxer. But there must be something else in her lineage that's making her way smaller than, because boxers are larger dogs and German Shepherds are large dogs. So why is she a small dog? Like that's that's like kind of weird. But anyway, totally off topic. Where's that belt? You can sell the belt. Okay, we're selling the belt. Actually, we're not gonna sell the belt yet. I wanted to check something. So I want to check this rat belt rather. See if I can tan the rat belt. I doubt it, but it's worth a try. There we go. Craft? No, because it's from people. And it's kind of... Okay. I don't know if that's the reason. It's just... Because it's for a class quest, so you can't. I guess. Alright, so sell that for 5 copper. That's fine. Now. I might have been able to do this in the... Mother worker kit, but do it here where I know I can do it. Okay. Oh no. No longer patch. Shit, oh shit. Except the mother work. Did they take that away from us? They might have taken it away from us. I'm gonna have to do some looking into that because the whole reason I have all of these pieces of gear is so that I can patch my oh, I didn't need to do it with the shoulders actually. I already have rawhide shoulders. That's fine. What's that? So like I got these tattered rawhide bracers, right? I need to patch them. Don't remember the recipe, so I'll have to look into it. But anyway, why do I have -5 crush? Holy focus. I have -5 holy too. Anyway, distracted. But yeah, I actually have. Let me see if I can actually pull this up. Give me just a second here. Make sure I don't pull up anything I don't intend to show. Okay, it should be fine. On. There we go. This is my knowledge companion. So duos, so spoiler alert for my video. Duos, tank healer, elementalist, beastmaster, healer, and then A rank is enchanter in any hybrid class with taunt. That's another really good combination right there. Shadow Knight Necromancer. I'm not 100% sure about this one. This one is kind of up in the air. I haven't really played either one of those substantially. I've gotten a Shadow Knight to level 4, and I've never played a Necromancer above level 2. But I've looked at their kits. And they both get an ability that lets them heal someone. It sacrifices your health to heal them. So you take your health and give it to someone else. And they can both do that. So if the Shadow Knight is tanking, that means that the Necromancer can heal the Shadow Knight with that ability. Which is kind of interesting. So that's an interesting combo that could work. At least at lower levels it can work. Maybe not at mid, upper level. I don't know when they get it and all that stuff. But Bard and Enchanter is a really interesting combination. That is a really interesting one. Those are the two support classes, and it's fascinating. Another interesting combination here is Archer Ranger, because you got two range classes that can just kite everything to death. You'd never take a hit. I mean, not never, obviously, but you won't take a lot of hits. And once the Ranger hits level 20, they get Sow, and so you will never take a hit after that, if you're any good. The Ranger is an off tank, is a hybrid tank class as well, right? Rogue and Wizard, nuke shit, just blow it the fuck up. Enchanter, Bard, and a healer. So support class and a healer is also okay, but you don't really have a lot of... The thing is, like, Enchanter would be slightly better than Bard here, but also not for different reasons. So they have pros and cons. That and a healer. Does Bard need int? I don't actually know. That is a good question. I don't have an answer to that. Are they considered an int or a wisdom spellcaster? According to the Bard's starting stats, strength, dex, and charisma. So, no. No. So the only... There's not a lot of mana usage for a Bard. Okay. Listed below is a recommended allocation of bonus points by race. Since charisma is the Bard's main attribute, you should focus on maximizing it whenever possible. Most of your spells' effectiveness are tied to it. Intelligence should be next. This helps with your spell damage and mana total. Finally, put a point into dexterity if you have any left. It affects hit rate across the board and increases your proc chance. So there you go, yes. That makes sense. Intelligence increases your spell damage. That makes sense to me. So yes, you do want intelligence instead of wisdom, because wisdom improves healing. So yes, intelligence is the way. So let me try this. We're gonna try a bracer, and I think it's one piece of leather. There it is. Astro High bracelet. There we go. Got one. Now, does it show up in my fucking list now? Shit, it doesn't. It's trivial to me. It is. Oh god, thank you. Okay. Fortunately, I now have to do this manually. Really annoying, but it's okay. No. I'm gonna try the gloves next. Good. Still trivial. Good. Alright, so gloves are good. Bracers are good. Mask. Okay. I think this is going to require 2, but we'll try 1. Oh, it's a 1 as well. Also trivial. Got it. Alright. So mask is good. And I've got pants and chest. These are going to need, I think, it might be 2. I don't know. We'll try it with 1. 1 is not enough. 2 for the pants. Trivial. Still trivial. There we go. Pants success. Oh, wait, where are they then? Oh, okay. Wrong pants. All good. Success. Do the tuning. This one should be 3. Maybe 2 though. We'll try 2. First, it is 2. And that is still trivial. So we're good. All right. In that case, there. We're gonna do this one next. This one should be 2. Okay. This one, 1. This used to be in the list here, so it used to be a lot easier to do. But they're in the middle of transitioning. Is cloak 1 or 2? Find out. Best. I don't know if you can. Worth a try. Nope. It's worth a try. Definitely worth a try. All right, patched, patched, pattered, patched, 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 rawhide, patched, patched, rawhide. So rawhide is actually the crafted version that's above that. There's a version of this. So here you go. Rawhide bracelets, right? We'll use bracelets as an example. So padded rawhide bracers are 2 AC. Patched rawhide bracelets are 3 AC. Rawhide is 4. It's the next tier up. It is the crafted version of rawhide, and it's 1 tier higher. So we've got shoulder pads and boots that are rawhide. So boots. Rawhide canvas. Oh no, that's like a rawhide, not tattered rawhide. No, this is rawhide. So yeah, we're good. It actually just says rawhide instead of rawhide scraps now, so that's interesting. Oh, they read rawhide. I see. That's cool. That's all right for. I've been calling it rawhide scraps all day. Anyway, so the boots are better, right? It's just a higher tier. Now I can craft most of these things on my other character. I'm just not going to be too concerned about 1 AC, like on like what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it is 9 of them to be fair. That would be a 9 extra AC, but I'm already at 50, which is a respectable amount for a DPS. And again, I'm primarily a DPS in this character, so that was worth all of the effort of collecting all of that. Now, I had all these extra ones because I wanted to make sure that I had extras because they used to be able to fail. I no longer need to worry about that, so guess what happens now? Patched, 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 regular rawhide, patched, patched, regular rawhide, patched, patched, patched. All right. Everything in my inventory now can be sold for money. Sold, 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 sold. Sold. All right, that was actually like a couple of silver, like silver, I think, a little over. It was right around 3 silver. That was good. Then I'm gonna take these rawhide here. Actually, I've got a gem that I didn't sell. That's my bad. Take these rawhide, and I'll send them over to my main so that you can craft bags and stuff with them. But yeah, so that's kind of the gist of it, really. There are a bunch of interesting combinations that are maybe a little off the wall, like Necro Shadow Knight. That may not like be immediately like, why would you do that? And oh, actually, no, that's kind of an interesting combination there, you know. I'm buying all 5 of those. It's not actually what I was looking for, but I am absolutely buying all 5 of those. Those are going to get me about 20 copper each. 24 copper each, I think. Or take. Okay, that was everything here. Now, what I'm going to do real quick, since I'm doing that, I'm actually going to go to the bathhouse real quick. Then back. What do you think is the strongest class? Like, in what capacity? Like that's a really complicated question. It's very loaded. It's like each classes have their pros and cons. There's only a couple of classes that just aren't very good. Now that being said, Spellblade finally got buffed, and so Spellblade finally doesn't suck anymore. I would imagine. I haven't actually played it yet to confirm that, but based on the changes that they said that they made, they should no longer suck anymore. Hopefully. Now, by doing this, if I'd have done this sooner, I would have got even more money from selling all that stuff, but that's okay. Fair and fresh for 20 minutes, which gets me an extra copper or 2 when I sell every single item. So I need to be doing that when I first arrived in town. But now we're going to go back to the tannery with these pristine crocodile hides, or I could sell it to some other people, I guess, but go back to the tannery. Best, like, in what capacity? It's too complicated. I think best overall class. Everything is in so much flux right now that it's really hard to even, because like based on my knowledge from the November test, I can tell you that the best class overall was Elementalist. It is no longer the case. Elementalist used to be the best class. It is not anymore. So I bought these for 51. I'm selling them for 75. So done. Made a bunch of money there. It was awesome. Silver and 75 copper. Okay, you buy pristine croc hides for 2 silver, 55 copper, sold them for 375. So I just made 20 copper, 1 gold, 20 copper, or 1 silver rather, 20 copper, not gold. Excuse me, 1 silver, 20 copper off of that. And if I had to go to the bathhouse, it would have been literally from there to there, and it would have been real quick. A really quick silver. I think druids are probably the best class overall right now. Just straight up, to be perfectly honest, I think druids are probably the best class overall. They're very complete. They're pretty much just getting balance passes at this point. Putting so much time into this game, just wanted to be relevant for the entire thing, and almost every aspect of the game, wanting to groups and raids. Being able to solo and do things solo. Druid. Druid. You literally just described a druid. Druid. Yeah. Ranger is another option. At the moment, Ranger is also very powerful. And a whole lot of fun, I might add. I love my Ranger a lot. So we are level 8, which is exactly what I wanted to be today, which is great. So I'm going to